Hi, Rick here again. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the chakras. And the chakras are what truly makes us amazing beings. And it's something that's not been really part of our consciousness. We haven't understood the chakras or this aspect of who we are as a human spiritual being, in that we're both physical animal and spiritual being. And the spiritual aspect of who we are is the mysterious part. And the idea that our spirit is operating a bioenergetic being, a programmed, fully engineered bioenergetic being. And we are much more than what we understand in our day-to-day and conscious understanding of life. But chakra key, the symbols I found, help us understand our energetic design and how our Creator put us together. And that's what these symbols are about. You know, initially, we've had 4,000 years of understanding just that the chakras exist based on testimonies from Indian masters who could, within meditation, go into their body and witness energetic vortices spinning around. So the idea is that chakras are energetic centers of consciousness. And it's similar to a computer having a software program. We very much like that, have a software program. Other than ours would be better to understand as 7 energetic centers, 7 energetic programs. Because each chakra represents an aspect of our programming. The root chakra, the very core base of our energy, wants us to survive. And so that energetic center of consciousness is all about our survival. Sacral chakra, orange energy. Again, we're the rainbow color of energy, so we tie to Mother Nature. The sacral chakra has to do with sex, reproduction, our drive to find pleasure in all of its many forms. Of course, very powerful center there. We love that center. It feels so great. And then going up, we have our solar plex, which is our drive for power, in that we need a measure of power to survive, especially within the group. And so each of these lower centers are very powerful, and together, that's pretty much where we operate today. We have very little information about the upper chakras, including the heart chakra. Heart chakra has to do with love, our drive for love, to love and to be loved. Throat chakra has to do with our drive to communicate, to connect, to speak the truth. Then our brow chakra is our command center. It's a center that's able to see within, see without, see the big picture for us, for our life. Intuition, all kinds of consciousness here in the brow chakra. And then our crown chakra, really it's our spiritual antenna. It's from here we connect with the divine. And so these symbols, like the menorah, shows us something real important about the interconnections between the chakras that we've never had before. And shows how there's an interconnection between the root to the crown chakra. And there's so much logic about that connection. And there's a connection between the sacral and the brow chakra. Our command center governs our drive for sex and pleasure. And then our throat chakra, where we want to speak the truth, and our conscience connects to our solar plex, drive for power, so we wouldn't overdrive our power, so we would live together in a way where we're designed to bring peace and balance to our world. And so super important information here within this we can apply to ourselves and to apply to our community and to our relationships. And then over here you have this crop circle I found a year after I found this. And this gives us a whole nother picture of the chakra system, energetically showing that we have 3 systems: lower chakras, upper chakras, and it's all governed by this powerful heart chakra center. Otherwise, if we were just 2 centers, just yin and yang energy, for instance, we'd pretty much would just be fighting. And the concept here is that our Creator made us so that our lower drives would be able to be governed by our upper drives through this very ingenious center of consciousness of alchemy that happens in the heart. So this interconnection here between the lower chakras and the lower heart, drive for survival issues, comes into contact with our drives for connecting with the divine higher consciousness. And it's within this energetic center of let's see, what do I call it? It's within this energetic crucible that we're able to weigh all things before we make a decision. You know, sometimes the best decision is not to run from the bear, because they can outrun you. Sometimes you want to outthink things, and if we were just designed so we're just stimulus response, that we would not survive probably. So in this design, we have the ability to create alchemy. This is where we're able to make higher decisions just by virtue of our design. And the more we understand our design, the better the decisions we can make. Because what's happening, ultimately, we have the upper chakras governing the lower chakras. We want to bring higher consciousness to lower consciousness. And within that, we want to be governed by love. So we want to bring balance to ourselves and to understanding the world and live the world we live in. And so this is a rough introduction to the symbols and showing the value of these symbols, what it has for our life. Because ideally, we want to manage the body, we want to manage what we eat, we want to give ourselves good food, we want to love ourselves in a healthy way, but we want to be a creative expression of who we are. And that's where really the fun begins. And so that all happens through understanding. Again, higher consciousness governing lower consciousness in a loving way. That's all for now. We'll talk again. God bless.